foundation. The foundation for such a method is love. And without him, I wouldn't be here. Whatever you see is the creator through me. He is coming through me. There's no way I could work and live and breathe and do anything through this moment without him.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Trial and Verdict TV. This video covers the heartbreaking case of 17-year-old London Thomas, whose life was taken by her former boyfriend, Jalen Pendergrass. After admitting responsibility for London's death, Jalen returned to court to learn how much time he would spend behind bars. Before the judge handed down his sentence, London's family members were given the opportunity to speak. Their emotional victim impact statements made it clear that London's death did not only take one life, it left an entire family carrying pain that will never fully go away. Let's get into the sentencing and hear what London's loved ones had to say.
Good morning, Ms. Bennett.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here today. Can you just state your name for the record, please?
My name is Barbara Bennett.
Okay. And once again, thank you for being in. And what relationship do you have to London Thomas?
I'm her grandmother.
Okay, well, thank you for being here. This is the opportunity under the Crime Victims' Rights Act for you to be able to make a statement. You can direct your comments to me and take your time.
Okay. Okay. London left me with beautiful memories. Her love is still my guide. And though I cannot see her, she is always by my side. A limb has fallen from our family tree, and that says grief, not for me. I remember the best time, the laughter, the good life that London lived and was strong. Although London may seem far away, we will truly never part, for part of her lives on forever within my heart. As life's beautiful journey continues, I will always love London, always until we meet again. And the only regret that I have is that Charlotte and Jalen Pendergrass are still walking this earth and London is not. And he is a waste of skin. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Bennett.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I believe London's maternal grandmother would like to speak.
Okay, London. I will be.
If anybody needs, obviously, the help, Ms. Bennett.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you state your name for the record?
Yes, Dina Martin.
Ms. Martin, thank you for being here. And what relationship do you have with London? Thank you. Thank you. Take your time. You direct your attention, your comments to me. Take your time.
I just want to say to you, that when you heard us talking about grandma, I never met you before, but me and her had a good relationship. That was my grandma, and you took a piece of me. You took a hold on my heart. I wasn't able to talk since it happened. I think I had a slight stroke. But you took a part of me. And whatever you get, Lord, I ain't never been this way about nobody, but I had sleepless nights. My granddaughter pictures all over my house. And my birthday was yesterday, and she's still with me because you're being sentenced today. So I just ask God to have. I just don't know. It's really hard on me. So whatever you get, it's what you deserve. And I ain't never been able to have animosity in my heart for nobody. But I do for you because you took a part of my life that'll never be filled. Another day I still hurt every day. But this her birthday gift to me because my birthday was yesterday and you being sentenced today. And that's all I got to say. It's not your fault.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Miss Martin. Okay, and please, Judge, the last individual I believe is Jazz Bennett, the mother of Miss Thomas. Okay, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And can you state your name?
Yes, it is Jasmine Bennett,
And you are London's.
London Thomas's mom. Yes.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you for being here,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Bennett, and take your time. Do your best to direct your comments to me, okay? Thank you.
Yes. I am struggling to find words when there are none to express the feelings that I have, I had, and I will have, yet I will try. Losing London has been the most horrific and difficult events of my life. But with the Creator's grace and mercy, I will keep on going. I know that London is with me everywhere that I go, no matter what. She may not be in a body, but she will always be with me, maintaining a sense of normalcy within our daily lives is non-existent. To even prepare a meal brings me to tears. Hearing her ask me, Mom, what is for dinner? What are we going to eat? To see her smile, doing her hair, just asking for money, any and all things has been taken away from me. My beautiful, sweet, sincere, loving, strong, charismatic, protective princess. Like, there is not a moment that you are not in my thoughts and prayers. She had such a strong and beautiful, truthful, brave, fearless personality and energy. And through the most gut-wrenching moment in my life, as I wake and when I sleep and when I try to live, this devastation will never, ever leave me. London, your life ending at 17 years old and not being able to experience what this life has had to offer you, in turn, ripping away from all of us that are left here precious moments like your graduation, your first car, your first child, getting married, going to prom. All those things have not been done. You've not experienced it, leaving us here. We will try to keep going. We didn't even have the opportunity to argue and fight and then to make it right. Lundy Buddy, I miss you so much. No one will ever know. And for justice, we will stand in the light of peace. And forgiveness is what the Creator has given me. He's taught me that. And I will apply that to this situation and to every situation to come. No matter what, I will always choose to do what is right over what is wrong. No matter who says what and what you judge me on, I will do what I need to do here for her to show what you can do with the Creator. And I will end with quotes from Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. The darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And man must evolve from all human conflict, a method which rejects revenge, aggression, and retaliation. The foundation for such a method is love. And without him, I wouldn't be here. Whatever you see is the creator through me. He is coming through me. There's no way I could work and live and breathe and do anything through this moment without him. Nothing. And my last is Matthew chapter 5, verse 44. As it was commanded by Jesus, love your enemies and pray for those who you persecute. In Romans chapter 12, verse 19, as the Creator has said, it is mine to avenge. I will repay. That is all that I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Bennett, for those profound statements. Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. DeGrazia.
I just had a few brief remarks. So, Judge, obviously, I've been doing this job for some time. I've had a lot of murder cases that I've prosecuted. This case is different than some of the other ones that I've had, to the extent that the defendant's pattern of deception and cold-heartedness in this case really stands out. 21 days passed from when Miss Thomas was killed to when her body was discovered. And in those 21 days, the defendant lied to the family of the victim. He lied to the police. He made several videos and posts on social media amplifying false rumors that London was seen alive and that she was still alive. He did that knowing it was false the whole time. He did that to save himself. And he even, during those 21 days, filed a number of calls to the police complaining that he was the victim of some harassment campaign on behalf of the victim's family, who at the time were desperately trying to find out where London was. And based on all the evidence that I've seen in this case, I think the defendant truly believed, and perhaps still believes, that he is actually a victim here, that he has been persecuted by mysterious forces, and that he's not the person at fault here. And what I think that goes to is kind of a cold-blooded, callous, calculated effort on behalf of the defendant, where he was perfectly willing to let London's family go the rest of their lives without knowing whether London was alive or dead, or even give them the courtesy of being allowed to bury her remains. Instead, we only discovered where her body was. It was after efforts were made to destroy the body so that it could never possibly be found. And, I think only a unique type of person can really carry that much weight of basically being willing to lie to the world and to lie to themselves that they're the unfair victim in the case, and that really, it's actually London's fault, and the family is at fault for trying to find out where she is. I think that ultimately, when the defendant is up for parole in the future, the parole board seriously needs to consider whether somebody who's capable of that type of sociopathic behavior is a danger to others in the community. So ultimately, Your Honor, I would ask the court to adopt a sentence agreement, but I think that this sentence is richly deserved.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. DeGrazia. Mr. Clements, and you can come forward with your client. You can come to the podium. Go ahead, Mr. Clements.
So I had an opportunity to meet Mr. Pendergrass a little more than a year ago. It was during the beginning periods of the investigation. I talked with him. I had conversations about it, the case with him. We reviewed the evidence, Judge, and from my perspective, once the case was actually charged and the litigation got underway, we resolved this case pretty seamlessly. And I know that the court knows from looking at the evidence that we were able to present through motions and litigation and things of that nature, there were things that could have been litigated here. There are still questions really that would not have been truly answered without Mr. Pendergrass's plea in terms of articulating the circumstances as to how London died, what led up to those events. He took responsibility for his actions. And this isn't a sentencing where I'm standing before the court advocating for Mr. Pendergrass to try to justify what he did. It was a terrible thing that what he did. He's acknowledged that, he's embraced responsibility for it. There's not really much that we can say in terms of providing an excuse or an explanation for that type of conduct, really, because there is none. Especially because during the course of their relationship, the two of them developed an affinity for one another, albeit it was an inappropriate relationship given my client's age. But the relationship turned violent and it turned tumultuous. And Mr. Pendergrass did make efforts to try to separate himself from Ms. Thomas, albeit unsuccessfully. And when he came in contact with her on the night in question, he continued to make bad decision after bad decision. He's expressed remorse for those decisions when he's spoken to me. When Mr. Pendergrass extended the offer, when Mr. DeGracia extended the offer for Mr. Pendergrass in this particular case, he accepted it and it was done very seamlessly. There wasn't pushback. He didn't ask me to go back to see could I get less time. He didn't ask me to provide a counter. And I don't know that the prosecution would have entertained one. In fact, I believe they said they would not. But nonetheless, he never asked me to either. And there's not a lot of positive things that I can say about Mr. Pendergrass as it relates to his conduct here, other than the fact that it was tough to get through that preliminary exam. The photographs that we would have done a trial in this particular case are gruesome. We recognize that they're gruesome because of my client's actions, but nonetheless, for a family to see the way young Miss Thomas's body decomposed and the way that she looked, that would have been it would have been required for us to do that to go through a trial. He's spared the family of that. He's embraced responsibility for his actions. And although he is going to exercise his right not to say anything, he did outline a written statement and sign it. And he's embraced full accountability for what he's done. I'm asking the court to adopt the sentencing agreement and close the case out.
Thank you, Mr. Clemens. Is there anything you'd like to say, sir? No? Okay. First of all, I do want to indicate I did receive some beautiful letters as well that were provided to the court about London. And so thank you for that. And for Ms. Bennett and Ms. Martin, and the entire and London's entire family, my heartfelt condolences go out to you for the suffering that you've had to go through. And really, that's important to remember. This is a day to remember her. I never want to have a case where we forget who the true victim in this case is. And London was killed in a brutal way at such a young age. But one thing the court knows, especially after hearing the statement from her mother, Miss Bennett, her grandmother, Miss Bennett, and her other grandmother, Miss Martin, is that a lot of people loved London. And a lot of people here today who I can tell loved London. And so thank you for being here, all of you who are in support of London today. And there is really nothing more based on the statements that were given that this court can add or detract from that. With regards to the sentence, I will first indicate to Mr. Pendergrass that you may file a claim. You may file a claim, an application for leave to appeal your. You may file an application for leave to appeal your conviction and sentence. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, the court will appoint an attorney and furnish the attorney with the transcripts and file necessary for you to handle your appeal. You will be given credit for the time that you have served in the Wayne County Jail, and that is 294 days. There are $68 in state costs, $1,000 in court costs. The crime victim's assessment in the amount of $130, and restitution will remain open if there is any. Any issues with that, Mr. DeGrazia?
I don't have any issues with that.
No objection.
And thank you, Mr. Clements and Mr. DeGrazia. The sentence agreement, both parties have asked this court to adopt the sentence agreement in this case. And the sentence agreement is for Mr. Pendergrass to serve a maximum of 50 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections and a minimum of 25 years. I do believe, based on what this court knows, and I appreciate the professionalism and the strong advocacy on behalf of Mr. Clements as well as Mr. DeGrazia for the people, but I do believe that every minute of a 50-year sentence would be deserved in this case. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone. If we can. Fast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.